Once again, guys, thank you so much for taking your time. Today I want to introduce another project that we have been subcontracted to do, and on this particular project we are just dealing with specific items. And the story behind this project is, and which is really exciting, it's a referral from a client that we did a project for. Having been so happy with what we did, he gave us a referral to this client who is actually renting in his space. So we are here proud so much that we are doing something just because of what we did previously. So on this particular project, what we are doing, we've been subcontracted to do a few number of things. The site is ongoing. We are different contractors on the site, but us, we have been subcontracted to do three items. One, it is the TV wall, which is actually a unique feature that the client wants it to come out properly the way and exactly to specifications. And she feels we are the only person who can pull that out. Then the item number two is the kitchen. The kitchen needs an extension. It needs to be extended in terms of storage, 1, 2, shifting of the pantry, and then 3, creating a Adobe area, and on the same scope, and creating a chef's kitchen, which we will do in 2 phases. First of all, we'll do phase 1, which is the main kitchen finish, then move to phase 2, which we will do when she's already occupied the space. But the designs have been done. Maybe have a look at the design so that you can enjoy it. And then apart from that, we are doing something in the master bedroom just to give it a touch of our taste, or a touch of our hand, and that is a bit of cabinetry and a few items in the bathroom. So without wasting a lot of your time, let me just show you the specific items that we are dealing with and how they are looking right now, and how you will see how they will be transformed to look like after a period of 3 weeks. And guys, without forgetting, please hit the subscribe button so that in the event we post any video, you are notified immediately. Let's walk in. So guys, this is Kevo. He's one of the most powerful technicians at kthinteriorz. We are doing a TV wall. As you can see, this is part of the elevation. There was this particular void that was coming up, and because this TV wall is coming out by around 350, 450, actually it stepped into 4 levels. So we have decided to close up this space because it will not be functional and it will not be aesthetically appealing. So it goes. Then our TV wall starts from here. We have these parts that we have already demarcated. This is what we are bringing out in terms in form of skirting. So we are creating a skirting of 350 from the wall all the way to this part. It goes up, goes down. Then from there we will recess inside by 50 millimeter to create a platform, and then go back. After there, now we create a floating shelf all the way from wall to wall. This is where now you place your items in form of decoder, in form of any other things. So it comes out by 450 millimeter deep. Designers call it depth. So 450 out, and then these other parts are recessing as steps of 50-50 inside, and then the skirting, you see the skirting moving inside from that particular point, but inside. Then immediately after that, what we have done, we have also demarcated in terms of line work, particularly for things that we are going to put on this wall. So we have the 150 for the skirting, 100 for the gypsum walling, 150 for the blockboard walling, which will be spray painted, and then we leave 100 millimeter for a space between the top and the unit that goes there. Then this becomes our fireplace, and immediately after the fireplace we leave another 100, and we have our 1886 inches TV. And all these details we have already put here. I've demarcated the spaces for my fundis, and now what they will do is just make sure the levels, the lines, the squares have been got right. This is just for the sake of them moving forward. Immediately after that, you can see 100 mm that has been marked from here to here. So the 350 goes to the side, And this 350 is the one that now encases the cabinet. And this one recesses back, and then we put wooden cabinetry inside. And then we have the TV, the wooden shelves, the floating shelf, and all that. If you come on this side, this is how we work out our site. And I draw this for my fundis on site, and I show them we are coming out by 150 for the skirting, 100 for the suspended board, and then 150 going inside by 450 for the floating shelf, cabinets up, and then the casing on the 70, 300, 150, and 450 for the top part, and then the upper part is the window. In fact, the client was here and she was like, what is all this? And I told her, this is how we do it, and that is it for the focal wall in this particular project, in this lounge. Let me take you to the kitchen. I show you what we are doing for the kitchen. Let's walk. I will have to go around because some plastering is going on. So even before I go so far, this is the arch to the kitchen. If you see this space between here and here, we have a cabinet up here, which is decorative, very nice. Then we have this space here. So my client feels that if I'm on this particular side and I want to communicate on the other side, this space is too tiny. So we are removing this and pushing the cabinets. When you go to the side of the kitchen, the cabinets are also on the way to here. So we are pushing this cabinet up and then open up this space. And I will show you what we are doing for the kitchen. But this is a sneak peek. Let's go. So guys, this is the kitchen area. If you come so closer, I will not walk in because the contractor on site is already doing the flooring. So there are these cabinets all done from this point all the way to the other side. But now the idea would be when we were standing in the dining, you saw this cabinet from the other side, it is an open shelf. So we are going to push this cabinet up to open up this space from this side so that it's more open. Then, in form of arrangement, our client needs an inbuilt microwave, an inbuilt oven, an inbuilt fridge, which has not been provided in this project. She bought this house, she's renovating, she's actually giving it an improvement. So we are going to do an inbuilt cabinet around here. Remove that so that we encase the fridge and we encase the oven and the microwave immediately after. And then take these cabinets all the way to the ceiling and we join it to the other particular side. And that is the scope we are doing. And then when we came in, we are the ones who have proposed to open up this. There was a door here. We open up here. And then there is a pantry here. Initially the door was on this side. We have closed this door so that when we do the cabinets on that side for the fridge and the microwave, we can have more space. Instead of having a double fridge and then a door immediately after that, we are avoiding that. So we are creating a scenario whereby you move from the dining, you move from the kitchen, then as you come to this space, you enter into the pantry. So this door was not there. As you check, the walls, the opening is still wet. It has just been, it was cut and then plastered well to our specification, but this is being done by the contractor on site. At times when we come to site and we find a contractor already doing his things, we operate or we work with them. So we are going to do we have already done the design for the pantry. So we are building up all this as per the design. And then we're also doing an ironing area here. So we have decided to create a pantry on the left and a adobe area almost in the same space. So you move from the pantry all the way to the kitchen, then immediately after there, because this is operated by mostly the same person, that is the house manager. So we are creating a cabinet here. This cabinet will be used for ironing. So initially we had put a sink, but during the design process, we discussed with our client and we agreed we do not need another sink here. So we are creating a platform and more storage under for purposes of ironing. Why? Because as you move to this other side, you can see also some more work going on. Hi guys. Hi. Jambo sana. So there was a wall here. Immediately after this wall, that is the space under the staircase. So they had blocked it purposely to conceal it so that no one knows there was a space under here. But we came in with the idea of a flashing washing machine. So we wanted our washing machine to start from here and give us more space on that side. So when you measure the depth of a washing machine, it will not have fitted. So and that space is wasted. So we have demolished the space that was under to create more space so that the washing machine is flush with this wall. And then immediately on top of the washing machine, we are creating open shelf. So this looks like a unit all the way, seated on top of the washing machine, and then you can use it for storage. As we go by, you will see, or by the end of the period of the project, you will see how it will come out. So this will look like a cabinet, but under there it will be hollow. And because we are going to create a chef's kitchen on the other side, we are thinking that by the time we are working on that face, we can open it up from the other side and do more storage on that side. And immediately after that, we are doing floating shelves around this wall, so that when you have detergents or whatever you are using for in the machine, or whatever you are using in this dobby area, you can stack them up here. And that is it for the kitchen and the pantry and the dobby. Let me just give you a brief of how the chef's kitchen will look, so that it comes in phase 2, but maybe you'll just keep it in mind. So immediately you come here, you can see the scopes are more. We have the floors which we'll have to hack, and right now it is the 600 by 600 paving floors. We'll have to remove this, create a screeding, do a floor. Actually it's hardcore, the screeding, and then the tiling on top. And also as you check around, you can see the manholes and the inspection chambers around here. So we will have to shift this outside, so that in the event of any eventuality in terms of sewerage, you are not operating it from the kitchen. So we will remove all this, shift all that pipe work, and bring down this one, so that on the other side, when I will be taking you through the final project, it is a bit squeezed in terms of space. So, and that is the reason why we are actually thinking of creating an exterior kitchen, calling it a chef's kitchen, but actually the main cooking will be happening here. So this one goes, because now we are creating a dobby area inside, and she doesn't need this. So this will be the cooking island. So our hob comes here, our hood comes there, and on top here we are going to create a roof. Then immediately after the roof, we will do a gypsum ceiling. So by the time we are done with this project, probably when you're walking from that side to this side, this thing will look as if it was one item. Then create a proper door there and a proper door there. So on this other side, this wall now takes the sink cabinet. We will cut a bit of these steps. Benji just showed. We cut a bit of these steps around here, so that, and then remove this tumor, so that the people going to the DSQ, they just have a space that fits. Then this cabinetry start from there all the way to this side on one level, and then we have the low level cabinets and the high level cabinets, and the gypsum ceiling on top, and the tiling on the backsplash. And you will see that creativity has taken its course, and immediately after that the entire space will look as one. Then on this side, what we intend to do is probably now skim the walls nicely, so that we don't see the rough and tough inside the kitchen. And this is the space that I was talking about from the inside of the dobby area. So this space, in the second phase, I'm thinking, or we were thinking, that we'll actually come and open it up nicely. Open, maybe do a grill door or leave it open, and then we just do shelves inside, so that or even leave it open, so that if kids are riding bikes or all that from the other side, they can come and store them here. If not, this can be now the garden store. And now bring a proper door here, remove the grill and do a proper door here so that this becomes a space on its own. So that is it for the ground floor. Let me show you what we are doing in the master as quickly as possible so that we do not have to waste a lot of time. Let's go. So guys, let's go to the first floor so that we see what we are going to do in the master bedroom. So other works are actually ongoing on this project, and this is a contract that we actually noticed that had been given to other subcontractors. So we are comfortable with that. We are happy at times when a client just trusts us with specific items. We do not select, we are easy. No matter how small, we take it up. Let's go bench. So guys, I'm walking into the master bedroom. Very quickly, other works have been done by another subcontractor. You can see the ceilings have been done. The headboard wall has been done. So us, we've been subcontracted to do cabinetry on this wall. I'll show you what we are meant to deliver, but we are doing a cabinet from that end all the way to this end so that we encase here a TV unit and have more storage, because the walk-in closet that she had is not enough. Let me show you the walk-in closet that is here. So this is the walk-in closet that she has, and probably she feels it's not enough, and the master bedroom is quite big. So that's why we are doing the cabinet on that side. Another thing that we are actually coming to do is this master bathroom. We removed, or she decided to remove a swing door here, and I advised her instead of maybe having a swing door around here, and it's actually swinging to this side. I've decided we are doing a sliding frosted glass around here. So it starts from this side and slides to this side. It will extend slightly to this side because we are building up a cabinet on this wall, and it will actually go out by 600 mm. So it will still have a pocket to slide into. So this is a frosted glass panel. Then as you walk in, she had been given a small mirror on this wall, and this is where we have our floating cabinet. But I told her that for it to look better, we'll have this cabinet that is already there up to here. But this space that remains, we fill it up by another unit, so that by the time you're done, you see a cabinet floating all the way from this end to this end. And then instead of having a small mirror here, now we'll have a mirror from this part to this part, flowing all the way to from wall to wall, covering the entire part of the sink, rather than having just one small piece of mirror here. Those are the ideas. And then here, instead of that, we are also supplying a nice, beautiful frameless glass. And if I want to go into details, from here to here will be a fixed panel, and this will be a swing panel. So it swings to this side, because now most of the times you avoid swinging this thing to the side where the mixer is, because of the shower head that normally comes around this point. But in this shower, we are going to have a rain shower, so it sits there from the roof coming down. And then if you also see in terms of details, when I walked in, the contractor had already done the tiling, and he had provided a floor trap immediately as you enter. And in most cases, it's either supposed to be on that side, or on the other side. So since it's here, instead of having the normal squared 100 by 100 floor trap, decided I'm getting a nice, beautiful horizontal 900 mm flow trap that will flow from here all the way to here, that whenever you want water to go to flow, you just step on it, it pops out, water goes, then you step on it. But it's also an entity that is beautiful or aesthetically appealing, especially because it's sitting immediately at the door, or sitting immediately when you enter. It's something that you will actually throw your eyes onto. So that is a piece that we are doing. So the bathtub comes here, and then she was proposing doing mosaic tiles, but I told her no, it's not necessary because of the cost implication. So we'll just do some decorative things on that wall, and then supply a nice beautiful wall hanging around here. And now as you are washing your hands on this end, you can comfortably or beautifully have the view of the background. And that is it for this particular site. So guys, thanks so much for taking time to just watch our videos, and as usual, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at kthinteriorz, where style meets elegance.